Hi all, welcome to another stream. This will be the last one for a little while because I'm away from a PC for about a week, so I thought I'd do another one. And also I kind of really wanted to come back to the story considering it ended so strangely the last time I played. I've updated Kathra's biog beneath this stream if you're interested, and if there's anything about the way that I'm kind of delivering this kind of immersive role-playing experience that I could improve on, please do put it in the notes below, or just let me know if there's something you think that should be improved. But I thought I'd get you up to scratch, and that is that having gone back to Windhelm, wanting to go to Falkreath in order to endure the elements a bit better, because she found that she wasn't able to kind of live around Windhelm, I mean Winterhold very well due to the cold weather. So she decided to come and meet the Jarl of Falkreath. She stopped off at Windhelm to hand in some quests and say goodbye, and she got caught up in solving a murder in doing so. Some strange events started happening where she celebrated with a drink with a guy called Sam in the pub, and then woke up, funnily enough, in a completely different city in Markarth, which is very much to the west. And then she went out for some fresh air to try and recover what the heck has gone on. She doesn't understand anything, and then she got pulled in to help try and curb a kind of resistance in a cult of Daedric worshippers, and ended up having to kill the guy that got her into this, and ran away, having been threatened by a Daedric prince, Molag Bal, I think. So she's kind of left that night and thought, I'm just coming to Falkreath because I've got no idea what's going on. So that's where we are at the moment. And she's woken up in Falkreath, and she's decided that what she's going to do is just read what the Jarl has said to her before she sets off for the day. So that's kind of the style that I'm playing at the moment. As I say, any feedback would be most welcome. So this is the letter that she'd got from the Jarl while she was in Windhelm. Kathra, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sidgir, and I have the honour to be the Jarl of the proud and ancient city of Falkreath. The fame of your exploits across Skyrim has brought you to my attention. If you are interested in becoming a Thane of Falkreath, I invite you to speak to me the next time you're in Falkreath. Aside from the honour that accrues to the title, my Thanes are entitled to a personal housecarl. I also can tell you privately that a choice parcel of land in Falkreath would be available for your purchase should your services prove useful to me. I look forward to meeting you in person. I remain Jarl Sidgir of Falkreath. So my character's decided to come here not only to win favour with a Jarl, but she's also noticed that there's some other quests nearby which would serve the college really well. So find a copy of Invocation of Azura is here. I'm sure that's one of the books that I need for a quest, but this is the most important one. Find the staff for Enthir, which she wants to do since that relates to a friend of hers in the college, Onmund, who wants the staff back as a family heirloom. So she thought she'd do a good service there and see if she has the wizardry to do that. There's also here this kind of rumour of something going on in Helgen which she's considering exploring, but she isn't too sure of yet. She thought she'd speak to the Jarl and see what happens. So there we go. She's basically avoiding everything that happened in Markarth last night, and what happened in Windhelm. She's just deciding to just go and just start a new chapter and think about all this calling that she's getting to the Daedric princes and the magic of summonation. She seems to keep being drawn to this. Feel free to ask any questions about Kathra. She's kind of obviously being made on the hoof. Encounters affect what route she takes, but also in between playing the games I spend a lot of time thinking about what I want her to do next. Also, this is another huge thing. Her steed, which she'd left and lost actually in Winterhold, has arrived here, and she's got no idea why that is, unless it's the act of one of the Daedric princes. Okay, so let's find the Jarl. That's obviously a smithy. This looks like a pretty impressive building. That also looks impressive up there, doesn't it? I wonder what that is. So many things that she didn't do in... This is quite beautiful here, actually. In Windhelm that are unfinished.
You're going to have the men around here wrapped around your finger in no time.
Okay. Well, the men around here are that easy then. Let's have a look. Okay. Well, here's the Jarl. Let's speak to him.
I'm the steward.
Good
here.
to see you.
I serve under Jarl Siggeir and Jarl
Good start compared to Ulfric.
Ah, it's you. Yes, well, now we'll see if the stories about you are true. There's a group of bandits in my hold that I may have had a few discreet dealings with. The cut they were giving me was good at first, but now it's time to clean things up. Go and take care of it.
Careful with that, Minya.
Will be done.
Merchants could be selling weapons to an invading force.
I think I'd ask these questions at a different time.
Farewell.
Siggeir can sometimes act too quickly, but he does listen to Helvard and I.
I do want to ask this question because this "Why is your cemetery so large?" was in the holds of Skyrim, and I just think this might be a question that she would take to this
Many
place.
battles have been fought here over the centuries. Graves were dug and monuments built, and the town grew around these. In time, Falkreath came to be known as the Heroes' Graveyard. Many noble jarls and renowned warriors asked to be buried here. Falkreath's reputation has faded somewhat, but the graves remain, reminding us of the one inevitable truth of life.
Thank you, Nenya.
May
It's good to
wisdom
see
forever light your path.
an elf and a woman at the top here as a steward.
Why have
Fantastic.
taxes not
I
come in
protect
from
the
Granite
Jarl,
Hill,
whoever
Nenya?
that might be.
We should send some guards down there.
That's an interesting statement.
They are only a little late, Jarl. The trade routes are affected
Meaning
by the war.
he doesn't care who is the Jarl, he'll just protect whoever it is. So the reason, the thinking behind Kathra's actions of coming to Falkreath are quite a few, but the main one is to have the Mages Guild accepted a little bit more if a mage comes and sorts out the problems here. So let's see if I've got everything I need to survive this quest. I've got enough water, and I've definitely got enough food, I think. So rather than what I usually do in a town when I first arrive, having only been in Windhelm, is find out more about... I've got to accept the question. Find out more about the people. But this time I think I'm just going to go, and I think Kathra just wants to go and get stuck in because she's got this idea of a Daedric prince watching her every move. Okay. Is it in miscellaneous? There it is. I don't know what these ones are. Kill a leader of Banner Mist Tower. I think they're Markarth. Okay, let's close all them. Gosh, I'd forgotten about that one too. Kill leader of Banner Mist Tower. Which is there. Okay. So I think I'm going to do that first. I think my character... Oh gosh, let's check firewood. What am I looking for? Firewood. Be under the F, won't it? There, plenty. In fact, no, 55. Maybe I do need to sell some things before I go. Just offload. The idea of having a home though is really nice for Kathra, considering she's been in Skyrim for a month and hasn't achieved anything really.
Unlike my brother, I've no dislike of strangers. Met lots of them while I was a Stormcloak.
Let's
His
be
name's
polite.
Bolin. He's the one who works the lumber mill down by the river. If you meet him, don't expect much in the way of conversation. He ain't one for talking, especially with folk he don't know.
Okay. I wonder why he's mentioned then.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Okay, so Olaf, let's see what you like of mine now. don't really weigh anything, but sell these things. I want to use them, don't I? No, it's only one weight. Okay. Keep them. Sadly, sell them for now. I do probably have too much firewood, but I don't know what the weather's like here at the moment, so I think my character would want to hold on to that for now.
Steal anything from my shop and you'll regret it.
Well, the Nords certainly make their kind of feelings known quite quickly here. Alright, so Kathra's off, and as I say, she's really... Oh, that was what that quest was. It was something to do with... There was one about finding a dog out here as soon as I arrived. If you see a dog on a road. I've gone the right way. The mechanics on moving a horse, by the way, are terrible in this game. Okay. It was something to do with finding a dog. Although I'm tempted to look for the staff, I think I'd rather, and I think my character would rather, do this quest immediately. So let's place a marker there, and let's start. It's great to get the horse back. I died, well, almost died on several occasions in Winterhold because I just couldn't travel fast enough. And she's probably thinking the climate here is better, I feel warmer. I wonder whether, actually, she can even take a cloak off. Let's have a look. And at the moment, that seems okay. Okay, so for the first time in an age, it looks like we get to see Kathra for real. And I think it's not since I created her that I've been able to see her in a kind of clothing where she's not gonna get too cold or anything like that. So this is quite liberating. She's trying to make the most of this. But she's worried that one of these encounters is just going to affirm more than ever that there's a calling to summonation that she just isn't going to be able to hide from. Let's just have a look around here. So this is Falkreath. We've got the mountains covered in smoke. Lush pines not covered in snow. Smoke. Mist, sorry. And everywhere feels quite tranquil at the moment. And then she sees a sign for Oryxstead, which is not a good sign because that's apparently where Sam, the guy that got her drunk and then left her in the Temple of Dibella in Markarth, is meant to be. And I'm heading in that way. Let's just hope I don't get diverted and have to go anywhere near there. Okay. Well, let's see if this person could be helped a little bit. But I don't want to use any magic around this guy. I'm worried that I've not got the skill to not hurt him.
Are you finished ogling the grotesque? I suppose I should be grateful you didn't simply attack me.
It doesn't look too bad to me.
I am one of the afflicted. I'd have been dead from this plague a year ago if not for Periite's protection.
Where are you going?
Returning to High Rock. Our shepherd lost his way, and I fear Periite's wrath may consume those who remain with him. Kesh could tell you more. I just want out of Skyrim as quickly as possible.
Find Kesh at Peria's shrine. What's going on there then? I should add to those people watching that I have downloaded an awful lot of quest mods. When I originally played Skyrim a couple of years ago, it's going to sound very strange, but I think I did the main quest line. It kind of felt a bit dead. When you finished it, it was all something and nothing really, so I could never tell if I kind of did it or not. So this time I downloaded some quests that I really wanted to do when I was using the other form of downloading. Half Moon Mill. Okay, this looks like quite a nice place. The Nexus mod manager, but never got around to playing them. I got into another game a bit too much. Okay, I think my character's gonna stop off here for a moment just to see if she can find someone to speak to, mainly because it seems like a good place to stop. We're really close to the bandits, and let's see if I can speak to someone here, see if they know. Oh, don't unlock. See if they know anything about the bandits.
So you can cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed?
I do love these. That's yeah, the Nords. Okay. Doesn't seem to be anyone out anyway. Let's go in here. Skull of a troll. That's where they cut their meat. And no one around. Okay, so whoever owns this mill is inside, and I'm not allowed inside. Very well. There's our friend. Is this the beautiful Falkreath is known? I read in the Halls of Skyrim, Falkreath is known for a huge lake. I wonder if this is it. It's nice, all the little ambient sounds that you get in the background. I hope you're kind of getting them, because they're really nice. And a sad fact is, when I'm doing any sort of writing or work, I tend to listen to sounds of Skyrim. I find them really relaxing, obviously. Okay, I think this route around the back looks like a good way to go, so I'm going to try that way. And I'll hope that my horse doesn't suffer. Oh, it looks like I'm going around the other way. No, I'll carry on up the road a bit. Well, the climate here is certainly an awful lot more welcoming than up north. Let's have something to eat. Let's have a look at where we are. Great, heading in the right direction. This is going well. Usually I spent a lot of time getting lost in Skyrim. The fact that I can walk around with in my mage robes rather than that looks suspicious. Okay, let's get everything on properly. So and really I don't want, no, what I want is see who this person is.
You there, please, you have to help me. I was attacked by a vampire. Do you have a potion or something that can cure this before I turn? Here, I'll show you on your map so you can stay away. Please, if you can help me, let me know or get out of my way so I can try to find a priest. And get out of my way. I have to get to a town and find a priest.
What on earth? Okay. That's the second calling of vampires that I've had. I was approached in Windhelm, I think, about vampires. It's just, there's just too much. It's just too much. She's got to stay on task. I'm leaving my horse on the path, which probably isn't the best idea. You think I could look at the waypoints, don't you? There. Okay. Somewhere up there, I think. Am I the wrong side? No, this looks like it. Okay, so this is where I've come to kill a leader. Whoa!
You can't win this. Now ain't this a surprise?
Okay. I'm still frustrated with the fact that I don't use... Whoa, okay.
At your best, huh? Go.
Wow, whoa. Oof, God. That's gotta hurt. Wow, that was it. Okay, well, maybe I should go in and have a look anyway. I think there'd be a key on one of the... Mind you, I didn't check them all. Oh. I was going to say, you'd think there'd be a key on one of them. I wonder if there's someone further up, or whether I just didn't check all of them. Anyway, let's go in. Gems. Just check there's no traps. A necklace. Let's have a look up here. This is where they slept. I'm tired already. This is the endurance element, isn't it? Some beef. I don't think my character's eaten beef as of yet. Okay. So that's great that I can take that message back to the Jarl. Now, like a complete dunderhead, I've got to remember where I put my horse. You'd think there'd be a little map marker. There is a great horse mod that I can't use because it's just not on the special edition. I can't believe I'm not going to spend my time trying to look for my horse. There's a fire there. Okay, let's have a look. Where am I? I am about where I dropped off my horse. Okay, I've got to get better at that. But I do want to investigate what all that burning was. In the hope that I find my blooming horse. What on earth has gone on here? It's like a huge fire. See if there's anything. No, I don't want to take the meat. I don't want to. This poor guy. Whoa. Travelling, just taking something somewhere. Wow. An amulet of Kennereth. What's gone on here? There's a hold out there, look. It's like a... I don't know, powerful magic. Whoa, okay. thought I had firebolt, but didn't. Let's have a look. So necromancy again. Okay. Got no idea what I'm going to do about this horse that keeps going. But this building is clearly going to be worth investigating. Let's get my spells right. Ah, okay. A warning. With the skulls there on the side and the pierced bodies. I'm now think I'm gonna have to save at this point. Because I've got a horrible feeling I'm gonna go in there and get absolutely jumped on. This place looks really ominous. Some sort of cult. Can't unlock that. Tell us mistake the Dunmer. That I do want to read, so I'll take that. Book of the Daedra, and that's another good sign. It's interesting how these. Whoa. Okay. Be prepared. I could have just jumped out, couldn't I? Let's try that again. Oh, great. I've got nowhere to hide either. Ah. Bizarrely, he just leaves me alone. Wow. Okay. This guy's insanely strong. Okay, I'm doing nothing to me to get out. Wow. Unless the answer is steel. I'm just going to... No, I'll leave it like that. That would be wrong. My character made a decision. I wondered whether they didn't attack because I didn't attack them, and then I did. But it would be wrong for me to restart, basically. I think it would be a bad thing to do. Okay. An encounter I don't really want to follow up. That mage was way beyond my capabilities at this moment. Blasted horse. I went up there. I wonder if it was just further along here. There's me thinking it'll be a really good idea to hide this horse. Not thinking that I'd be hiding it from myself. Well, I can always hope that it will come back. There's another fire here. I don't... Ah, okay. This is the... Is it the Thalmarv? Yeah. Versus the Nords. I better stay out of that. Did I just see my horse? Ha! Okay. Let's pretend that the last 30 minutes never happened. I think it's probably the wisest thing to do. Okay, I'm going to head back in the hope that I've got enough time to maybe do that other quest. There's a house here too. All these little places, if you don't look up, you miss. I'm now really reluctant also to just leave my horse alone. Thank goodness it's deft. Whoa, hold on a minute. Oh gosh, yeah, something's coming immediately. Okay. Sorry, horse. I don't really want to join into that battle yet. I've done what I wanted to do and I need to get out as soon as possible. Well, this lifestyle of Kathra's at the moment... There we go. People magically appearing on the bridge. It's certainly easier than what it was up north.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. Yeah, got this note.
I hope this has nothing to do with the Daedra.
Oh no. Creepy fella. Black robe. Couldn't see his face. Paid me a pretty sum to get that into your hands, though.
Great.
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
No sign of what that letter is. Fantastic. Especially when you consider all of the things I've got here. I don't think I'm ever going to find it. Note from Urag. No. Okay. Don't think it's that either. Broker. Oh my goodness, he was quick. Kathra, your recent acquisitions are not hidden from me, and it would appear that you now find yourself in need of certain materials which may be difficult to obtain. So he was a neutral. I have means to provide you just the sort of specialist resources that other more superstitious of Skyrim's mercantile traders will not. Come to my shack west of Lake Ilanachta in the forest of Falkreath. Hold if you're interested. Bring coin and broker. Okay. Is that his way of saying all is forgiven, I wonder? Let's keep going. Tholmor again. They are around here, aren't they? Quite a lot. Okay. Can I see this tower somewhere? Let's think. So, really is literally straight ahead. There. Okay. To get to it, down there. Okay, again, I'm just going to save. And fantastic. So we've got firebolt and flames ready. It's a strange creature. Character's never seen anything like that before. Let's have a look. All the music in the background's a little bit annoying actually. I think I just ate raw pheasant. Okay. So my summoned Flame Matriarch is not coming with me. Let's have a look. Just 5 volts. See what I mean about that? Something's gone wrong with the keys. Something can see me. Staff is here. again, it's not coming with me. There's little I can do against this. I think I need flames. Against the frost is really hurting actually. Wow, what was that? Okay.
You're pathetic.
And there's two of them. This isn't good. I've run out of. I've got that. Okay, I don't think I'm going to survive this either. Let's give it a go. Okay, I did. I don't like the fact that against mages, a sword and a shield I seem to be better at using. There we go, never mind. The stars come out for this battle. Alright. I know I've got things like potions to use, but I think she just currently wants to just try and be as good as she is using this. Let's have a look. Staff. I think that stuff's run out of charge actually. But I think I do have another staff. Let's have a look. Yeah. So if I use that, in fact, if I favourite that too, which is a bit stupid that I haven't, and then if I, because I'm pretty sure something is still up there. And so, where's my staff? There. Is that right? Yeah. I better save too, hadn't I? Ah! Okay. We killed him. I thought there was someone else up here. Quest complete. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is can you bizarrely place a tent out here? Let's have a look. Well, that is odd. I can't do that, that's just stupid. Okay. That really is daft, being able to do that. Okay, but my character will definitely stay here for the night. Just to get that endurance up that she needs. And I'm hoping that I can do this without a fire. So, use the light. And I think I'm going to sleep for a few hours. I'll be away for about a minute, guys. Feel free to come back at a different time, but I'm just going to nip out for a few things. Be about 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Let's pack up. Alright, that's 2 quests that Kathra's managed to get done. There's certainly, being and living around Falkreath certainly seems an improvement on living in the north at the moment. And I can't, don't tell me it's happened again. This horse of mine has an absolute will on its own. I don't know if those watching watch other casts. I've been watching a few to try and see what they're doing that I really like. And a lot of it for me at the moment is just down to having a better internet speed, so being able to stream live at a decent frame rate and it's not so blurry. Okay. This horse of mine is just going to be my absolute undoing. Okay, I'm going to head back and just hope that it comes back. Other than leaving them right outside the fire, I don't know what I'm going to do about my horse.
Now you're mine.
What? Nope. Nope. It'd help if I could press the right buttons. Okay. Gosh, that was huge. Right, let's try that again. With your mine. Not happening. Pack up. Still not going to look for my horse unless I'm lucky. Ah, okay. So I'm now leaving in the night time. Alright. Let's leave in the night time then. That was a bit hot. I mean, I died really quickly there. If you came again, I don't know what I'd do rather than run. Why I couldn't remember, it was Alt over Control, I don't know, in terms of what I had to cast. Why couldn't you guys have been there? Let's have a look at where I am. Don't want to go that way. This is the route I took. I think that's the stop, isn't it, where I thought there's Rorikstead. I don't want anything to do with Rorikstead. That's him again. Let's see if I can be wily this time. I don't want to outrun him. I want him to follow me, so. Come on. Yep. Wow. Okay. This guy's a powerful. Why am I being hounded by mages all of a sudden? Whoa. Okay. Shows a reason I can't run. Oh. Alright, try that again. What I'd hoped to do is take him to the guards and get the guards to kill him. Okay. Let's sleep. His fireballs are massive. And I should be using the block, shouldn't I, really? The ward. Let's try it again. Right. Let's try a different route. And hopefully find my horse. If I had my horse, this wouldn't be a problem. Maybe that's the message. Don't leave your horse. Keep looking for it. And I'm sorely... Oh gosh, have I skipped him? Let's give a wide berth. Why is it... You kind of get the feeling that he's been sent because he followed me for so long. There's one of those creatures that I saw earlier. The corpse of one. Let's put an Atronach in there. Whoa. It's a Spriggan, okay. Whoa. Down again. Okay, let's start healing properly now. Otherwise I'm going to be absolutely good for nothing. There's a chance of that mage joining in now. Okay, so they are aggressive on sight. Thank you for saving me. Ah, bandits' lair. So they'd unearthed something they shouldn't have unearthed, or they were set up somewhere they shouldn't have been set up. Okay, let's have a look in here. Sure, I saw a chest. That sounds amazing. There's skulls here. Some old kind of writings down here. It's a head. Okay, some sort of sacred site. Okay. Well, guys, Skyrim is a pretty darned aggressive place to be. As I say, I don't really want to pull out a flame Atronach every time I'm walking. I think that would probably upset the locals. Seems like I'm back on the path. I might need, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I might need a hired hand. I might need... Thing is, how can I do that and cast conjuration spells or destruction spells without hurting them? I'm going to have to get really good at aiming. Something to think about. But at the moment, Kathra finds it really hard to even survive in this area at the moment. Okay, but she returns to Falkreath with some good news for the Jarl. So let's go and do that. And no horse. here? Here we are.
I'm the steward here.
Good to see you.
Jarl Siggeir and Jarl Dengeir before me.
Teach them to stop paying me. Here, you deserve a reward for your service. You know what? I like you. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. I hereby grant you permission to purchase property in Falkreath Hold. Talk to my steward if you're interested.
I'm not sure about whether I like this Jarl. He seems like a very hands dirty kind of chap. How did you become a Jarl while so young? Let's find that out.
My uncle Dengeir was Jarl until a short time ago. His old age and failing health caught up with him, and he stepped down. He now serves us honorably as Thane, and to the great benefit of the Hold, I now serve as Jarl.
I wouldn't ask that question. Is there anything else you need, my Jarl? I wonder if Kathra would end it there. There's no point, there's no harm in asking. Let's ask.
There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold.
Okay.
You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane. On your way then.
Sister people of Falkreath. That's the kind of thing
Farewell.
Kathra does like doing. And again, I might not like him much, but I like the fact that...
Good to see you.
I'm the steward here. There's no house available, but I could sell you a fine piece of land where you could build your own house.
I'll have to think
As
about
you
it.
wish.
Okay, how much
May
money have I
wisdom
got?
Forever.
I've
At your
got...
path.
Okay, I could definitely afford
Good
that.
to see you. Finally,
And I
someone
do
useful
like-
Gear
is
can
around.
sometimes. Yes, it's a fine property. Well watered, plentiful stands of timber, beautiful view.
So a month in Skyrim, and already Kathra can own a piece of land from which to work, and it's in a warmer climate, and it's a place where she can go that's her own, where she can think. But she doesn't know this place, she doesn't know the people. She's impulsive.
You won't regret it. Here's the title to your steading. Follow the road east from Falkreath, then north at the crossroads.
Where are you going?
Turn left just past Pine Watch.
Okay.
It was Dengeir who made me a steward, long ago when he was young. When Dengeir's health began to fail, young Siggeir was appointed Jarl in his stead. It was simpler just to keep me as steward. Siggeir has no interest in running his hold, and so leaves such matters to me. As for my part, I do my best to see that folk are treated fairly.
You're a good person, Nenya.
Be safe, traveler.
And it isn't the Jarl that gave you the job, which is interesting. It was his uncle. Let's see if I can find him.
Falkreath Cemetery reminds us that war is not new here.
Is this an Imperial?
The Legion's always looking for strong, capable
Wow.
warriors. If you
So
think you've
they're,
got what it takes,
they're
our
in league with the
headquarters is
Legion.
in Solitude.
I think I'm going to ask this question.
Not sure I understand the question. The Legion's always been in Skyrim. We have garrisons throughout all the provinces of the Empire. Our mission is to serve the Emperor, uphold the law, and protect the citizenry. Skyrim's days are darkening, and the Legion will soon be called into service like never before. But we stand ready, as always, to meet that call.
How do you feel
You
about
mean
Tor?
Ulfric's so-called Stormcloak Rebellion?
Yeah, I'm not keen on
The
Ulfric.
Nord Kings. Oh, excuse me, Jarls. They can't seem to control their own people, so the Legion has stepped in to keep order. Sadly, the Empire's stretched a little thin these days, and we've gotten very few reinforcements. So we've been forced to recruit locally. But rest assured, citizen, we'll put an end to this uprising, and things will get back to normal soon enough. All right then.
I might actually want to assist. I'm not sure yet how I feel. it shouldn't be in there. I did see that there was an arcane enchanter up there, and I wonder if that means they've got a mage. Why would they have one but no mage? And where's the Thane? Let's go out and meet these people. Those watching, I don't know if you've played Skyrim, and if you had, you've had kind of nice experiences, but the thing, I'd like to know, but the thing that brought me back was this idea of just playing the game and reading the literature and lore of this world that comes with it. And I found that I was probably, although I enjoyed the game first time round, I was probably only playing half a game, has to be said. And I advise you to do that if you're going to play it, or just watch my custom, watch the custom me reading. Okay,
Did you
let's
see
speak
a
to
hound
Lord.
on the road? Fine,
Ah,
strong
it's him.
creature that's been wandering near town.
God at the
I
gate
asked the
mentioned
gate
a dog.
guards to look for him. I can't afford to chase him down, but could use a fierce, loyal beast to keep me company. If you are willing to retrieve him for me, I'd give you some fresh meat to attract him out on the road.
Well, that's
good. There's some gold in it for you if you succeed.
I don't need it.
Here's the meat.
But thank you.
Check the road just outside of town.
Find a dog outside Falkreath. Okay, so that's one quest. Let's go and see if I can find some more. Grave concoctions.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Someone new? Perhaps someone looking for me to mix something up for them?
Again, this is good with the red guards, so they're kind of... Falkreath is racially tolerant. I wonder if this is the Imperials that have done this, though. Would I ask that first? What, I think I'd ask that first.
I
Bit
know,
rude
it's a
asking
bit
about
strange.
race straight
Not
away.
exactly a name to bring comfort to the sick and ailing who come to buy a poultice or salve. But what you must understand about Falkreath is that our town is defined, for better or worse, by the large and ancient cemetery here. That's why the inn is called Dead Man's Drink, the farm is called Corpse Light Farm, and so on. I suppose it's sort of a running joke.
I like it. I also like the fact
Well,
that
my
these
family
little bit
back
of
in
history come out.
Hammerfell didn't approve of my interest in lethal poisons and death in general, so I left and wandered north. When I found this town with its huge cemetery, I felt right at home. I opened the shop and I've never looked back. This is where I belong.
I think my character quite likes Zarya.
Long as you clean up, you know how to use it, right? Mix a couple ingredients together, see what happens. A little wheat and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know.
I didn't.
We have plenty of ingredients for sale, too.
Why don't we ask them what she's got for
Take
sale?
a look.
Let's buy some wheat and blisterwort then. Okay.
Until next time.
So let's have a go. Wheat. And... oh, sorry, blisterwort. Craft. Oh, great.
Don't let the shop's name frighten you away. I have plenty of reliable tonics and healing potions to sell.
And a giant's toe. Fantastic. Okay, thank you. And well met, Zarya. How my character is containing herself to not go and find this plot of land that she's suddenly been lucky enough to own is beyond my understanding. Let's speak to this elderly couple.
The hall is filthy.
Dengerst.
I was Jarl.
Ah.
But I was encouraged to step down when I took sides with the Stormcloaks. It was an imperial plot, I tell you.
Maybe. Maybe your nephew's got a little bit more to do with this.
Aye, not so long ago. Some will tell you I stepped down on account of my old age. Truth is, I found out about all the Imperial spies crawling around Falkreath.
Okay.
A few well-placed bribes, and they bought themselves some friends. Suddenly, the nobles are calling for a new Jarl. And all the while, their pockets are jingling with the sound of Imperial septons. They named me Thane. They got my nephew Siggeir in my place. A real friend to Cyrodiil, that one.
Yeah, I think your nephew had a little bit more to it than you think.
Mind what you say. The Empire has ears all over this town.
Try not to judge Falkreath too harshly, visitor. The war has been hard on us.
Of course. Well, they've got a good life. Let's keep walking around, see if I can find some other people to talk to. This is obviously the way out. Someone's working here at the mill. Ah, it's the brother, isn't it, who's not going to talk to me. Let's see.
Unless you intend to bury someone, this isn't the place you're looking for, traveler.
Well, he wasn't rude. I've had ruder. How about this person? Who's this? Boland.
Fancy robes. You a wizard or something?
I'd like to buy some lumber.
Doing some building, eh? We can deliver it
Of
wherever
course.
you need. I'll have them hauled over right away.
Fantastic.
All
Okay.
right then.
If you don't know, there's a download content that Skyrim put out called Hearthfire, and in Hearthfire, a player is allowed to and able to build their own home. That's how the Jarl was able to say, "I'll give you a piece of land." So, first thing you obviously need is wood to be able to build this home. And so that's what I did. Okay, let's go to the inn. That'll be quite exciting to go and do that actually, but it seems strange for my character to build a home while she's doing all his quests and
You're going to have the men around here wrapped around your finger in no time.
Yeah, let's find out why,
A
Nari.
strong drink will chase off that chill. Of course.
Okay, so you don't need anything.
Aye.
Let's see if some other people do though.
Welcome to Dead Man's Drink.
Heard any
People
rumors?
say there's someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that?
Yes, enough people have said it in the inns that
Hear
I've
any
been
juicy
to.
gossip in town? Be sure to share it with me.
Okay.
I've
So
half a
interesting.
mind to
Alchemy
ask
lab
if
in
you'd
the
take me
corner.
on one of your adventures, but I can't just leave Volga on her own.
Oh, alright. So she's got some spirit. Well, that looks like I've been here already, haven't I?
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
Here's his brother.
Strangers like you bring war.
Yeah.
I've seen enough war.
That is definitely...
Well met. Unlike my brother, I've no dislike of strangers. Met lots of them while I was a Stormcloak.
Let's have a look.
I was once, but not anymore. I was wounded in a skirmish up near Windhelm. This was years ago, mind you. Now maybe I don't pick up a blade in Ulfric's name no more, but I still hold with his ideals. Skyrim is Nordland, and we ought to rule it. We don't need no help from the Empire on that count.
He wins me over a little bit more.
Steal anything from my shop and you'll regret it.
Apart from that bit. But he sounds a bit like Brunwulf Free-Winter, meaning he's not averse to sharing space and place with others, but this land is his own, and I can respect that actually. Oh no. Okay, what's the time? I'm just trying to work out if they're all just going to the inn. No, it's lunchtime. Alright, let's have a look at my quests. Visit your new property and assist people. Visit your new property in Winterhold. So where is that? Wow, that is way away, Lakeview Manor. Well, it's near Helgen. Why don't I do that? Why don't I visit this new area and maybe go to Helgen? No, get rid of that, can I? Maybe that's what I'll do. If I had my horse, I'd definitely do it. But it doesn't seem like any other residents here have anything for me. Spoken to Thodgeir. I wonder if one of the...
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Yeah. Okay. No then. Is the answer. I was hoping it would be closer actually, but Falkreath is obviously much bigger than I'd originally thought it was. And I still haven't seen this graveyard. Am I literally going to have to just buy a lot of horses and just keep them? Oh, that's not a good sign. Maybe I travel to Helgen. That's also not a good sign. Whenever I've seen rope bridges like this before, it usually means bandits. Yep. Fire in the rain. Whoa. And this is see if I can get up there. Wow, that is going to come down. Crazy. That's not a good sign. That's what happens when you're not thinking. Okay, so. This time, I'll do it right. So, let's find somewhere to get warm. Let's I don't think I need to build the fire actually, do I? Oh look, I can finally just need magic. That's cool. Right. Because I don't think I'm cold. Let's put out a tent to stay warm. Okay, I know exactly what I'm going to do while I'm here. Read. If you can hear it above the let's put a hood on. Above the thunder and lightning. So there is a book that I picked up while looking for the missing apprentices at the college, and it was called Mane Marco, and it was found near one of the sites where the students had gone lost, And when I picked it up, I'm sure I gained greater knowledge in enchanting, and King of Worms, or King of Dragons I guess, depends what the worms are, I thought was interesting. So I think while the rain is waiting to pass, I think I'm going to read this Manimarco. So, Manimarco, King of Worms by Horacles. Sounds like an old book, right? As if they're trying to imitate the Greeks there. O sacred isle Artaeum, where rosy light infuses air, o'er towers and through flowers gentle breezes flow, softly sloping green kiss cliffs to crushing foam below. Always springtide afternoon housed within its border, this mystic, mist-protected home of the Psijic Order. Ah, okay, so the Psijic Order's turned up again. This is an encounter that I had in Sarthal in my first night as an apprentice. One of the Psijic had approached me. This led to me wondering whether there's a connection between the Daedric and the Psijic and my desire to become a mage. These counsellors of kings, cautious, wise and fair, 10 years and 30 since the mighty Remans fell, two brilliant students studied within the Psijic's fold. One's heart was light and warm, the other dark and cold. The latter Manimarco whirled in a deathly dance, his soul and bones in worms, the way of the necromance. Right, okay. Entrapping and enslaving souls, he cast a wicked spell. The former Galerion had magic bold and bright as day. He confronted Manimarco beneath grey Sepora tower, saying, "Your wicked mysticism is no way to wield your power. Bringing horror to the spirit world, your studies must cease." Manimarco scoffed, hating well the ways of life and peace, and returned to his dark artistry, his paints, death and decay. O sacred isle Artaeum, how slow to perceive the threat, when the ghastly truth revealed how weak the punishment. The ghoulish Manimarco from the Isle of the Wise was sent. To the mainland dawn's beauty, more death and souls to reap. You have found a wolf and sent the beast to flocks of sheep. Galerion told his masters, a terror on Tamriel has set. Speak no more of him, the sage cloaks of grey did say. The grey cloaks. 'Twas not the first time Galerion thought his masters callous, unconcerned for men and myrrh, aloof in their island palace. 'Twas not the first time Galerion thought 'twas time to build a new order, to bring true magic to all, a mighty mages guild. But 'twas the time he left at last fair Artaeum's azure bay. Oh, but sung we have of Vanus Galerion many times before, how cast he off the Psijic's chains, bringing magic to the land. Throughout the years he saw the touch of Manimarco's hand. Through Tamriel's deserts, forests, towns, mountains and seas, the dark rifts stretching out, growing like some dread disease. By his dark necromancers collecting cursed artifacts of yore, they brought to him these tools, mad wizards and witches, and brought blood-tainted herbs and oils to his cave of sin. Sweet akaviri poison, dust from saints, sheafs of human skin, toadstools, roots, and much more cluttered his alchemical shelf. Like a spider in his web, he sucked all their power into himself. Manimarco, Worm King, world's first of the undying lichers, corruption on corruption, till a rot sunk to his very core. Though he kept the name Manimarco, his body and his mind were but a living, moving corpse as he left humanity behind. The blood in his veins became instead a poison acid stew. His power and his life increased as he fell, collection grew. Mightiest were these artifacts long cursed since days of yore. They say Galerion left the guild, calling it a morass, but untruth is a powerful stream polluting the river of time. That's how much is left. Wow, lots. Okay, I may have to do a separate reading of that, because I think it's time for me to stop the cast, but at the moment there's a lot being revealed to Kathra here about necromancy and about summonation and whether she's chosen the right magic path once again. Does she want to really suck souls from those that die? And why is it, again, that the Daedric are interested in her? Anyway, that's the 24th 24th and 25th and possibly 26th day of Kathra's life. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in a little over a week's time. Take care and look after yourself. Thank you.